Hey, it's Chronologically Gaming, the only channel that's perpetually retro because we're playing every video game in order of release. As soon as we catch up to the modern video games, those video games will probably be retro. But that's okay, we are perfectly happy being here in August of 1982. We were rocking out last time playing Journey Escape for the Atari VCS. Let's see what our next game is. It's time to go to the arcades and play some Jungle Hunt. This is one we've already seen as Jungle King when we played it first in Japan, and here it is the rebranding or the change. Let's see if you notice the changes that have happened since we played Jungle King. Here's the advertisement flyer for Jungle Hunt. Bag yourself the biggest game, big on challenge, big, big, big. I don't remember seeing that line in the game though. If we can get far enough. We flip the advertisement flyer on the back. There it is, Jungle Hunt, where love, skill, and strategy conquer all. Is that because you're rescuing a damsel in distress? Originally done by Taito in Japan, this is the rebranding of Taito America. They've changed a lot because you don't mess with Edgar Rice Burroughs. If you mess with Tarzan, you got to change it all up. And they did exactly that. As we play the game, we'll go through all the different changes besides switching out Tarzan for someone else. There's the arcade cabinet you would have seen at the time, and there's the cocktail cabinet. Take a look at that. Some really, really slick artwork at the top. And they even have what looks like, is that the place for the coasters of your drink? Down at the bottom. Very nice. There's the arcade PCB, and there it is, the control panel. This is going to use the 8-way joystick, and I think we just have one button for jump or to knife is what it says here. Jungle Hunt. Most likely the one you're familiar with if Jungle King didn't look as familiar. I remember this one being in arcades or seeing this one in arcades, but never saw the original Jungle King. Yeah, there's the example of the screenshot. All right, here's the operator manual for Jungle Hunt. What in the world's going on here? There's a lion about to eat a lady, and you're just standing there, buddy. See, they should have kept Tarzan in. He would have done something. All right, how do we play this? It looks like, actually, this is the exact same, title one we saw for Jungle King. I wonder if they just switched it around and says Jungle. Yeah, it's the same thing. Takes in the jungle as Jungle Hunter leaps from rope to rope instead of vine to vine, swims through a crocodile-infested river, dodges falling boulders to save a beautiful girl who's been captured by barbarians. As the ropes swing from left to right, you have to time the movements, push the B button to jump from rope to rope. Be careful of the monkeys that try to hamper your progress. Those damn monkeys. Swing from the last rope, dive into the crocodile-infested river. And this is one of the first games that allowed you to swim in a video game. This has a lot of firsts. It's also one of the first scrolling and jumping games at the same time, where we're actually doing a platform where we run across and jump. And then if you make it to safety, that's where we jump over the falling boulders and dodge those. So it's not even just running and jumping while the screen's scrolling. We're actually dodging boulders. And then we finally get to the barbarians. They did change that too, to the beautiful girl and capture from her dangerous captors. There you go. So we don't need to go through the game inspection. The rest is pretty technical. Yeah, I think this is fantastic. This is one of the best games you can play in the arcade. And this is available both in the United States and Brazil. Let's go to the arcades and play Jungle Hunt by Taito of America in the beginning of August 1982. So this is what you would have seen around the CRT. Oh, look at that. Down at the bottom, they have some instructions for Jungle Hunt because you need a few instructions. This is several screens, and every screen plays differently. It's almost a game in itself. Really, really well done for the arcade. I'm going to zoom this in to get a better view. Now you see what it's like around the outside of the CRT. That's the way to go. All right, so Tarzan's gone. Instead, we get replaced with this character. I don't think they described it in the manual. It's like a pith helmet, safari jacket wearing adventurer rather than Tarzan. They replace all the ropes or all the vines with ropes, and a little bit later we're going to see this rebranded again as Pirate Pete. Will we see it on the channel? I'm not sure, but I just know it's going to change again to Pirate Pete because they didn't want to play as Miss Dr. Livingston. All right, let's put a coin in and go. They give us a little tune instead of Tarzan playing, so we don't get to hear the yell. All you got to do at this point is just get the timing right to get across the ropes. But look at the scroll in the background. Just recently we saw the parallax scrolling for arcade games, and this one has it almost in every level. The top of the screen and the bottom has a really cool 3D effect to it. Yeah, the faster you make it across, you get better points. But this is just the first style of game. This right here, people could be happy enough with on the Atari, but no, this goes even further than that. We have more screens. So much fun. And nope. I love the screen shake. There we go, he did it. Diving in, that's it. Controls feel really good, especially since we've never really played a game that allows us to scroll to the side like this and attack. I can't remember, are the bubbles bad or good? Oh no, yeah, you gotta avoid them. Because if you get to the top, that's right. Bubbles bad. And crocodiles bad. Oh, the crocodiles, if their mouth is closed, that's the only time you can actually use the knife. Oh, we can continue where we left off. Let's see. I think it starts you back at the beginning. It does. So it's not a pay-to-play or play-to-win game. You actually have to have the skill to go screen to screen. You can't just continue to pump quarters in and expect to see more and more screens of it. Yes, that's right. It starts with an M. Yeah, see, I'm reading the chat, not paying attention. This game requires focus and skill. This is the very beginning of let's scroll and jump, because before this, all we had for platformers was on a single screen. And we've already seen a few of those, home computers, consoles, we've only seen a few, like Donkey Kong has come to Atari, Tax Avoiders, which that's debatable of the date that one came out. It seems so debilitating whenever you fall to the ground. Nice and easy. Get out of here. Oh yeah, I just gotta come up for air. Breathe! No, he got me! It's whenever the timing of the alligator bite. It's so tricky. I love it. With your eyes closed? Oh man. That's pretty much taking a total guess or a risk. Alright, here we go. We'll go for the first style. Here we go. Eyes closed. Not even looking. Can't see. Maybe I should have a blindfold to make it legit. I'm just thinking when the timing's going to be. I don't really know. I guess I could look away like that. I'm still making it. I can hear the little beep that I'm making it. Oh, I guess I made that one too. All right. I'm still doing it. I can't believe it. I was able to do it with eyes closed. Maybe it's not as difficult as you think. I should have been doing it with eyes closed the whole time. All right, we're almost there. Got it. All right, now we got some more lives to keep going and see the later screens. Last time we played this in the arcades as Jungle King, we had John Reddick here from Gen X Grown Up. And, oh no, I gotta remember to go for air. It even told me to do it. Yeah, you can see the parallax scrolling here. All right, let's be smart this time. You can even go behind the background. There's a lot of firsts that this game does from all the video games so far we've seen. See, I'm still not going for air. I'm pretending like I'm playing any other game where you're swimming under the water, but you can't think that way. You have to remember to get air. Yes. Thanks, Errol. Just blew out 2 of the lives just because I needed air. All right, there we go. Now we do the rocks. So you have the ability to, looks like laying down in this version for your duck. But I mean, look at this. We are doing a platformer, two-dimensionally scrolling to the side. Very first time we've ever seen any video game do this. And swimming. Very first time we've seen any video game do that. The vines we've actually seen, I think, from The Amazing Adventures of Mr. F. Flea. But that would be debatable of the release date of that one, too. Yes, be aggressive. And there, the game over is again. Man, but still, I want to see the last screen. There's another one past that where you, they say the barbarians here. I think they refer to them as pygmies whenever you play Jungle King. But pretty much everything so far we've seen is the differences between this and playing as Tarzan. No, got to get the timing right. There it is. Nice. Okay, now don't rush it. Or close your eyes and do it blindfold. That apparently works. Okay, now just remember to get air. Go in, gun, knife blazing. What? His mouth even wasn't even open. It looks so pathetic whenever you die in the water. If an alligator ate me, I don't think I'd respond the same way. Okay, there we go. Now the bubble's coming. They're going to temporarily pause me. I just got to remember to get past them. There it is. Kill, kill, kill. Yep, working well. Keep going to the left. Almost there. Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, insert a coin to continue. We've seen arcades do that. This one does not. But we're going to see the pay-to-play games a little more rarely. When I first saw it, I believe it was 1980. There was the very first game that allowed us just to keep putting money in until we could finish it. A Fantasy that was in the arcades. All right, here we go. Boulder time. Got only one extra life. Need to watch for the big bounce to decide when I need to duck down. Oh, I guess it was that one. I didn't think it was bouncing high enough for it, though. See, the timing of each boulder... This is ahead of its time. Seeing and playing this in the arcades, completely different than the other games we've played so far. There it is. Dodge the big ones. Thanks for all the tips, Mikey. Appreciate it. Yes, going under. Do we make it? Yes! Jump on top of the giant meatball. Okay, here we go. So all you gotta do is make your way over to the left side without getting speared by the bad guys. That's it. Got it. Got it. Game over. Well, I guess she isn't worth it. That's all we'll see for Jungle Hunt in the arcades. I think this is one of the best games you could play on the arcade. One of the best video games you could play just in general. There's so many firsts that this system does. When we last had Gen X Grown Up here, he gave it 4.5 stars. I really think this is a 5-star, so I'm going to go for Jungle Hunt, a 5-star game. Not that I'm saying that one way of doing Tarzan is better or not, but of all the games you could play in the arcade, what do you think of Jungle Hunt? Do you think this one is one of the best ones you could play? 4.5, yes. Love it. Victor's going 5. I'm going to go 5. 5 for Jungle Hunt. An exceptional game. And with that, let's see our next game. It's time to go to MS-DOS and play some Kamikaze Alien. The reason why I say MS-DOS is because this is going to be on so many different models of IBM computers, IBM ripoffs, PC ripoffs. There's tons of them. So every single one of these is just going to be lumped into MS-DOS. Let's play some Kamikaze Alien. Don't have any artwork, just a few screenshots for this one. This is by Verisoft Works at the beginning of August 1982. 64K needed again for this. What is up with the IBM? Gosh, that's crazy. The most memory we've seen for any game has been here on the IBM. The Wimps are a race of peace-loving interstellar merchants whose main interest in life is making a fast buck. They believe that violence and war are the only lesser beings. Trade embargo is their ultimate weapon. Why do we have all this text? We're just going to play a very simple shooter. That's all it is. That is until I met you, for they'll make an exception. It's not just your unsavory personal habits they despise. That great real estate deal you just closed, you know. That large tract of Vesuvian swampland, they lost a lot of bucks because of that. Many things can be forgiven, but not being sold land on the wrong side of the tracks. Well, a couple hundred wimps have generously volunteered to kill you. Their ultimate weapon doesn't seem to be the correct for the job. So what are we doing? Okay, so we have our ship is equipped with a plasma gun. We have F10 to fire that, and smart bombs is F9. You only get half credit for killing wimps with a smart bomb, though. After all, it's not very sporting. The cursor controls to accelerate your ship, and you have 3 nearby explosions. Did everybody get that? All right, let's go. All right, so I remember the controls. There's my smart bomb. There's my laser weapon. Interesting. So it looks like it might be playing like Asteroids, but the shooter doesn't let you spin around like Asteroids. But I still have some interesting physics. Like whenever I want to coast around it feels like I should be able to twist or turn the ship, but I can't. Whoa, weird. One more Earthling bites the dust. Killed by a bunch of wimps. Does anyone else wish to die? Yes. Yes, we do. This is what you get for spending the money to have 64K on your computer to play a game like this, much better one would be Microsoft Decathlon. And you can admit it is slightly higher resolution than the other titles we played, but gameplay-wise, it's strange because they're adding some physics here, but it doesn't make sense. When I move the ship up and down, I kind of coast around, and you can see the way to shoot a homing missile, and the laser beam in front, but that's it. Yes, it is a very poor man's space war. We've already seen the poor man's space war. This is the poor man's space war. And it's only one player, so it's not even two-player. Look at this. Yeah, see the physics? If I move in a certain direction, look, it just bounces. Can't really fault it for the sound, because here on MS-DOS, you're just going to be hearing the bleeps and bloops of the internal PC speaker. So every time we kill an enemy, I see how this works. This game is a very weird way to continue to play. If you look at the top right of the screen, that's how much money we owe. If we run out of cash, then the game is over. But if we continue to shoot them, then the value of our alien ship goes up. So we have to continue to make the value of our ship go up to keep going in the game. And it also keeps a score. That is so weird. Yeah, no one's going to ever need 128K. That's ridiculous. We're going to just stop here at 64K. That's all you're going to need. All right, Kamikaze Alien is definitely playing Kamikaze. Of all the games you can play on a home computer, the control is really what brings it down. If it worked out the physics, the kind of wonky physics, and maybe they fixed the goal of the game as a shooter, then I could give it like a 2.5-star rating. But I'm going to say it doesn't work well. There's better games to play on a home computer. I'm going to say 2 stars. It's still a bad title. It's just not something that's... I couldn't see you playing this a lot because it just doesn't work very well. And it is keyboard only. Yeah, I see 1.5 to 2. Still around the bad star range I'm seeing from the chat. Yikes. Kamikaze Alien. All right, let's see what's next. Let's still play on some MS-DOS. This is Ken Uston's Professional Blackjack. This is the box for Ken Uston's Professional Blackjack, made by Ken Uston Intelligent Systems. Grown-up gameware. Yeah, because it's poker. I guess since we're going to play some... We're going to play some blackjack, not poker. Among all the casino games, blackjack alone gives the advantage to the skilled player. Ken Uston's Professional Blackjack delivers benefits of Ken Uston's skills and experience in the most complete and authoritative blackjack game and teaching system ever developed for the home computer. So this isn't just playing blackjack like all the other games we have played. This one was also available for the Apple II, but we didn't have that one, or we're not going to be playing that one. It's only for the MS-DOS, but this one allows you to train yourself how to count cards and how to be a really good professional blackjack player. Totally different than other blackjack games we've seen so far. It's more than the best blackjack game around. It's the best way to develop the skills you need to win, both at home and at the casino. This is one of the most realistic blackjack games you could play. There's the 5 1/4 floppy disk for IBM with an example of the screenshot. And let's go. The beginning of August 1982 by Ken Uston, who I'm guessing is a welcome to the world of winning blackjack. We want color. Give us color. C for color. Yes, How to Get Yourself Killed at the Casino by Ken Uston. Very nicely done. I like the beginning. I decided we didn't need to see this on the Apple II. The IBM is perfectly fine. There we go for DOS 1.0. All right, so here's all the choices we can do. Drills, play the game, enter the system count, edit casino rules, data box, cut card 70%. Lots of technicality here. Let's go ahead and play, and then you can see what we have for options. We can do a single deck, double deck on the Vegas Strip, multiple deck, downtown single, downtown double, multi-deck, Atlantic City. Look at that. We'll just start with the Las Vegas Strip single deck. Amazing options, though. And then for here, we can go, look at all the places. Oh, we can go to Stardust. Let's go to the Stardust Casino. And then it tells you if you're ready, everything's correct, double down. You can see all these options can be changed. And then whenever you're ready, hit any key. All right, so now we can edit players. So let's do seat number 1. Let's make this one player controlled. And let's give this one, strategy. Let's do undeclared strategy. Enter name. Chrono is in seat number 1. Enter wallet. Let's just it will give me $500. Betting unit, I'll just say 5, I guess. And then this one will be computer controlled. Let's do undeclared. Enter strategy. Oh, we got to do something because we can't do undeclared. We'll do basic. And then this would be last person in chat was Curtis. We'll sit in seat number 2. We'll give Curtis 500 and bet a 5. Next one is, let's do the same one. Just keep it basic. Last person before that was Manly in the chat. 505. And then another one. This one will be basic. And last person before that was Errol. 500 and there. All right, we're done. No change, no change, no change. All right, ready? And we're playing at Stardust. We're playing some blackjack. Dealer's going first. My bet is, I'll do 50. Oh, wait, you got to look at the bottom. So this is how you do your bets in units. So F9 would be 4 units. That's interesting. So you don't use the numbers on the keyboard? Okay. And then F10 to enter that? All right. So then Curtis goes, Manly, and then, oh, I left Manly as a person. So you don't use the number pad or numbers to put in anything. You have to use the function keys down at the bottom of the screen. That's crazy. And then bet for Errol. All right, and we're in. They got possibly 18. I got 19. So now it gives you the option to double, hit, or stand. So I got 19. Definitely going to stand on that. Curtis has... Oh, we don't know what Curtis has because Curtis is a computer. Now it's Manly. Manly's got 19 too. Stand on that. And then pretty good. 15. Let's try it. Hit. Yes. We'll stand on that. Okay, what is going to happen now? Oh, wait, let's go ahead and stand. Yes, and we won. Everybody won. They went out. Yes, you are not a robot. Well, there you go. Just a quick example of what it's like to play blackjack. Of all the blackjack games, this one has the most complexity, the most options, and it has even training segments to have you trained to go to the casino. So I love the comment that you're probably going to get beat up playing this game if you go to the casino, but I mean, cool. It's a really good game. Now, if we were to say this was the best blackjack game of all the blackjack games we've ever played since the beginning of time, like this is the ultimate blackjack video game, what would you still rate it? I wouldn't rate a blackjack game around here in 5 stars. I wouldn't rate a blackjack game probably in around 4-star range. Of all the games you could play, if this was the best blackjack game you could play of all the blackjack games, I'd still say it's around 3 stars of all the games you could play on a home computer. Yes, probably. All right, so also say Ken Houston's Professional Blackjack is a 3-star. You know what? Because of the amount of complexity compared to other blackjack games, I'll go 3.5. It's an above average game. It has more to it than that, but it's still not really one of the best games you could play for considering the other games out there. All right, so after Ken Houston's Blackjack, let's see what's next. Here we go on the Atari VCS. This is King Kong. Had no idea this one existed either. Here's the box for King Kong. This is the second release by Tiger Vision. And if you look down at the bottom, it says King Kong trademark of Universal Studios Incorporated. What? Yeah, this is right after the game Marauder we've already seen by Tiger Vision, the second release. And this just blows my mind. This is King Kong. Right now, Nintendo is in court with Universal about the rights for Donkey Kong and King Kong. And here it is on the Atari VCS. I can't believe this exists. Rescue the lady from King Kong's clutches atop the Empire State Building. You must climb to the top of the building while avoiding, jumping, if you will, the bombs King Kong is throwing at you. The quicker you save her, the greater your bonus. If this really looks like Donkey Kong, I'm going to flip out. I can't believe it. All right, let's see the other artwork we have for King Kong. Oh, I like how the back of the box shows the back of King Kong in the tower. Very nice. There's the ad you would have seen in magazines at the time by Tiger Vision. We've already seen Marauder. Haven't seen Threshold yet for the VCS, or River Patrol, or Jawbreaker yet. Oh yeah, Jawbreaker was a big one on home computers. There's the cartridge. Another weirdly designed cartridge by Tiger Vision. This joins all the ranks of the other third-party developers out there like Activision, Apollo, Parker Brothers, Coleco, Mattel, Imagic, Zellers, Data Age. That's so many developers. I'm sorry, publishers. Yes, it does look pretty bad. Let's see what the manual has to play King Kong on our Atari VCS. King Kong captured the girl and put her on top of the Empire State Building. You have to climb and save her. They're going to drop bombs. Why is King Kong throwing bombs? That's not from the film. But if you miss, you'll be blown to bits. Some of the bombs are magic. What? If you jump them, you'll score points and get boosted to the next higher floor. Wait, what? There are holes in some of the floors too. You have to take a running jump to get over these or else you'll fall and go splat. What? It sounds like they are trying to make a game like Donkey Kong but don't even understand what Donkey Kong is. All right, so we have different variations to play the game. When you're ready, King Kong will jump to the 7th floor of the building. You'll start with 3 men. When your man is killed, number of left. So if you've lost a 3rd man, the game is over. The end of the 2-player game. Okay, so you can play 2 players if you want to, but you alternate play. You control the man with your joystick. Move the handle. Wait, who's ever referred to the Atari VCS joystick as the handle? Has anyone ever said handle? Move the handle left and right to walk left and right. Pull the handle back and they'll climb back down. Yeah, they're explaining how to do it, but look at all this text. The quality of the manual is just terrible. Yes, the director's cut of King Kong was when he dropped bombs. You jump over bombs just like if they were barrels. And there you go. They have the rubric of how to do the different game variations. Players 1 and 2, if there's going to be magic bombs or bomb speed, that's all it is. So I want to play on, I want magic bombs because I want to see what that's like. I want to do game mode 5 because I want fast magic bombs. Yes, game mode 5 is what we're doing. 2 difficulty switches to play, and that's it. Pretty bare bones manual. Yes, it does. Oh my gosh. So this was available both in Europe and North America. We're going to the first one in North America. Let's pop in and play King Kong by Carl T. Ollinger of Tiger Vision in the beginning of August 1982. All right, so game mode. Let's go with game mode 1 first and go. Hitting reset. Oh my goodness. What in the... Did Nintendo know about this? Nintendo is in court right now fighting over the rights to be able to use Donkey Kong, and here it is. This is King Kong taking the game design of Donkey Kong and releasing it right after. This is really close to whenever Donkey Kong was released on the Atari VCS. The gingerbread Donkey Kong, and this even looks kind of like the gingerbread Donkey Kong at the top. This is ridiculous. Oh, there's the magic bombs. They even have similar sound of the dum dum da 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 dum dum. Look at that! I can't believe this. Wait, where did King Kong go? Did you hear that? He just went down to the bottom. He left the girl at the top. So they're not really barrels because they're going up and down ladders. I am very, very slow. And can I change? No. Yeah, the jump mechanic is extremely stiff. It was better to play Donkey Kong, it was better to play Donkey Kong on the Atari VCS. King Kong feels like they're ripping off. This is just terrible. They're ripping off Donkey Kong when they're in court with Donkey Kong, saying that they're ripping off King Kong. It baffles the mind. I can't believe this exists. So you make it up at the top. You rescue the girlfriend, and then what do you do next? You have no screens. It is only one screen. What you see here is all it is. So King Kong is a ripoff. Now it is. I will say it's not bad. You still could have had a fun time or okay time playing the game, but considering that you could have been playing Donkey Kong and a few other platformers also on consoles, like Pickaxe Pete was on Magnavox Odyssey 2, Monkey Shines, but there's better ones that you could play. Whoa. If you blow up, the whole screen goes crazy. Yeah, they have permission, at least they said on the box, for Universal to release this. But we all found out later in the court case that Universal never had the rights to King Kong. It lapsed. So they had no right to sue Nintendo. At least that's what I gathered from the court case. But I think they ripped off Donkey Kong. At least this one looks like the Donkey Kong from the Atari VCS. This is the exact same concept as Donkey Kong. It doesn't even, it actually looks less like King Kong than Donkey Kong does. So obviously source material is terrible, but wow. The 70s, that one's terrible. Good shout out, Manly. Nearly as good. I love it. Yeah, this was definitely rushed out to get. Now, for all the games though you could play on the Atari VCS though, it's not. I wouldn't say it's bad still. It still works okay as a platform because it's still a new idea. So I wouldn't say bad. This isn't a bad game for a home console. It's just blatantly ripping off someone else. So I'm not going to go as far as the 2-star range down in our bad range, but King Kong is definitely subpar when you consider all the games you can play on a home console. So I'm going to go 2.5 stars for King Kong. Right now in the chat, I'm sure there's going to be lots of people lambasting King Kong because it's still a fresh idea, but you can tell they rushed this. Oh, 0.5, yeah. Something we're going to see is shovelware later? Definitely. One screen, King Kong. All right, so any other ratings we got for the King Kong on I can't believe this exists. Okay, you know what? That's true. I'm going to go lower. We're going to say 2 stars. Of all the games you can play on a home console, there are better ones that you can play besides King Kong. One screen, that's all you got. I feel sad. Yes, and people did pay money for this. All right, where are we going now? It's time to go back to the arcade and check out Liberator. I'm excited to show off this one. Let's see the artwork for Liberator. No, definitely not like the arcade. It didn't even exist in the arcade. There was no King Kong. So Liberator is by Atari, and it is only in the arcade. This never got ported or brought anywhere else. What you're about to see right now, you can only experience in the arcade. And there's the example of the arcade cabinet. Kind of a crappy picture of the arcade, but look at the control panel. This one uses the trackball to play. We have both a fire and a shield. So cool. And the trackball, I'm excited to control it like that. Oh yeah, if you've ever played this one's pretty cool. Codenamed Liberator with an example of the screenshot. Let's see if the manual has any information about how to play the game. Oh look, Atari's doing it again, ripping off Star Wars ships. They look really close. They're longer Star Wars ships than the Snowspeeders. But I love the Atari operator manuals. They usually have something to tell us about what's new about this game. I don't think there's anything new, though. Let's see. Table of contents. List of illustrations. We're not going to build any arcade systems here on Chronologically Gaming. Any new features? Oh, they give us some nice artwork, too. So cool. This has a shielded game speakers, the MIDI trackball has simply been enlarged and simplified, gray tinted glass, and then molded coin box. Okay, so mostly technical stuff. And then how do we play the game? Do they explain Liberator? Please tell us. Performing initial self-test. Provide that. No, nothing there. After the self-test, there it is. Liberator's a 1 or 2 player game, 2-player alternating. Color raster scan video display. Game action takes place in various star systems in outer space. There's missile bases on planets and enemy spaceships that the player tries to destroy. The object of the game is to find and destroy the enemy missile bases. The player controls a fleet of 4 spaceships, each located in the corner of the screen. Each ship has a weapon that shoots a laser beam. A fleet of 4 spaceships may have 12 shots at the screen at one time. 12 shots, that's pretty cool. You have the trackball to control the cursor around and press fire. If you want to protect your spaceship, you can use the shield button. Each ship has 4 shields at the beginning of a level of play. A hit to a shield destroys that shield and the corresponding shields that protect the other spaceships. For advanced game, hold fire and press start. I've never done that. I didn't know about the advanced game. If the player selects and successfully completes a higher level of gameplay, they're awarded bonus points. There are 30,000 bonus points and a bonus ship for a maximum of 8 regular bonus ships. Yeah, that's the usual. Liberator has 5 possible modes of operation, and these are the usual modes of operation: demonstration, attract mode, and I believe it goes from planet to planet, so you switch off the different planets. Your mission: shoot red flashing laser bases on the planet and protect ships from oncoming missiles. And then, oh yeah, it does break down. Look at this. All the instructions for the different planets and what it's going to be like. Yeah, they're getting longer and longer. And this is the arcade. Look at all these paragraphs of all the look at all these instructions. And this is an arcade game. It blows my mind. Fireballs appear in the 3rd star system. Yeah, look at that. They're breaking down lots. And they also have the hints too. Even in the arcade, Atari gives us the hints. Thanks, Atari. And it does look like X-Wing helmets. Yes. Oh man, Star Wars all the way. Some people can describe this game as a reverse missile command. So let's see for sure. It's time to go to the arcade and play Liberator by Atari in the beginning of August 1982. We first saw Missile Command back in June of 1980, and this one's like a tour de force. Commander Champion of the Atari Force has chosen you to become the Liberator, because the galaxy has been invaded by the evil Malaglon army. Malaglon army? I think that's how it is. Right there, Errol. I'm right there with you. Okay, so this one, I'm going to play a little bit from this viewpoint so you can see the rest of the look on the screen. But then I'm going to play it a different way so we can see. Message from Commander Champion. Long-range scanners detect enemy scouts in your area. Yeah, the spinning globe looks amazing. And this one's like a tutorial where you're going around the screen with your trackball, just getting used to how the controls are. Look at that. A spinning globe. And I don't think... Yeah, it's not representing Earth. We're obviously playing a sci-fi game. Yeah, but it still feels like Missile Command, even though it's, separate turrets. Now, I'm going to switch this up a different way because this, I want to zoom in so you can see a little bit better. I want to get a full picture of the entire screen. That's better. Now you can see down at the bottom, there's a trackball that you would have had and the fire and shield button with, again, lots of instructions, even on the control panel. Let's zoom this in even more. There we go. Now we're ready to go. Put some coins in. Join the Atari Force. Wonder if this set was part of the comic. All right, we're in. I already really enjoy Missile Command. And really looking forward to this. Yeah, the 4 different turrets on the end. And then this mode right here. When the Earth's rotating around, you're going to have enemies that are orbiting. You can even see from the ground destroying their bases whenever they pop up. I don't see that one. I do see that guy there. Let me find... I didn't even need to use shield that time. Wow. Hey, rookie. Who you calling rookie? Concentrate firepower on the planet missile bases to easily destroy your enemy. If this was like Star Raiders in... yeah, there's my shields. Okay. If we need the shields. Gotta blow the base up. Oh, he got one. You can see fast action. Really, really great sci-fi shooting game. It's like the next level of Missile Command. We've already seen a few different copies and Missile Command-like games all over the home computer. In the arcade, we've only seen about 2 or 3 blatant rip-offs of Missile Command. Get close. I like how it automatically targets the nearest base that's going to shoot, because in Missile Command you had to pick, the closest base. Oh, did they still get me? Oh, even when the shield went off? Kill! Yeah, the rotating planet is really impressive. Gosh. Oh yeah, it's so much fun with the trackball. In fact, of all the games we've played so far, it's been a long time since we played on the trackball in the arcade. This feels so good. Feels like I have ultimate control. Oh, and they already got me. As soon as I say ultimate control, then I'm dead. All right, hold fire, press start. I don't think I want to try the advanced game, but let's try it. Hold fire and let's see, advanced game. Press fire to advance 1 level. Whoa, look at this. You can do you can switch the levels up, like in Tempest. Level 16, let's go. This is going to be insane. There's going to be fireballs all over the place. I never knew you could do that. That's awesome. All right, we survive. Oh, no, they got more. No! No! Stop! Oh, you can't even use shields right now. Or maybe in advanced mode, the shields are turned off. Oh, yeah, I love the early days of arcade. It's so good. All right, here we go. Oh, yeah, it's so crazy. Wow, and if you missed the... look at that! Whoa, what a cool effect from the UFO. And I'm dead. Oh yeah, that's level 16. But we made it? Wait, they gave us credit? I can't believe it. Please save. Okay, we only got one left. Gosh, it's so fast. That is so much fun, though. Wow. Extremely difficult. Well, especially on the later levels, but I mean, you gotta admit, Liberator is freaking amazing. Of all the games you could play in our arcade game, it's a cool experience, especially when you see the planet that rotates around. There's one other game we played in the arcade that has a planet, but it doesn't have this rotating effect. Yes, it's so good. Of all the games you can play in an arcade game, or an arcade, this is fantastic. I really enjoy trackball games, so I'm still going to say it's one of the best games you could play. The difficulty, though, is extreme. So I'm going to go give it, of all the games you could play, 4.5 stars. It's a load of fun. I'm seeing 4 around there. Never. Oh, okay. Can't be a 5 unless you've seen it for real. That's a good point. It is different seeing it here, but then actually experiencing in the arcade is a different story. Yeah, 4.5. Yeah, I'm with you there. It's in the ranks of one of the best arcade games you could play right now. And I like how they made a fresh take on Missile Command. It's not exactly Missile Command. They're doing something new and different. And allowing you to shoot bases on the Earth as it's rotating around is really, really cool. All right. There you go. So that is Liberator. Let's see what's next. We're on the Commodore VIC-20. This is Mad Drivers. We're going to go to the United Kingdom and play another one that's part of the Tiny Tots 7 cassette. Hopefully you weren't subjected to this whenever it came out. This is by Analog Software, the beginning of August 1982. It's another one of those compilation tapes, and this is Mad Drivers is a compilation. So just bear in mind, think small, that's all I'm saying. Please wait. Yeah, we're not going to wait too long. Do we want instructions? Yes. You're in control of the black car. You have to drive down the road as long as you can, avoiding puddles and mad drivers, which cause a crash. Controls are A and D, and that's it. Okay, A and D, done. So there's no acceleration, there's no moving back and forth. This, in a way, is like the barest of bones Monaco GP that you could play, except we're going from top down to the bottom. This feels almost like we're playing one of those games from the 70s that's a car racing game on the Enterton VC4000. It's very, very simplified. I was really hoping that this was going to be something like Death Race, and we're going to finally play Death Race at home, but no, we're not running over any people. This is all it is. It's got to be. I don't know for sure if it's type in. It was a compilation on a cassette tape, so most likely you didn't type this one in. So there you go, Mad Drivers. It wasn't Death Race at home, sadly. Of all the games you could play, yeah, it's bad. There's plenty of other ones out there. It's not broken, though. I'll say 1.5 stars for Mad Drivers. It's avoiding things on the road. That's pretty much it. Yes. Maybe that's why we're driving the wrong way of the road. It is the UK. Yes. All right, let's see what our next game is. It's time to go to the Coco. Here is Maximum. Maximum is another one I don't have any other artwork for, just a few screenshots. Let's pop it and play Maximum by Chromaset, the beginning of August 1982. Or whenever you ordered in the cassette and put it in. Maximum. Let's play some Maximum. The object of the game is to collect as many points as you can. You can only move in one row or one column. Your opponent, perhaps the Coco, moves in the other axis. The game ends when all points are taken or when neither player can move. Do we want to play against the computer? Against my better judgment, I'm going to say yes. Yes, we want to play against the computer. Hey, that works. Glad the dad's here too. Or glad you're here, Mr. Monies, as your dad watches. All right, so Maximum on the Coco is, I think we've only seen 2 or 3 other games like this. You would have seen this on like Terminal or Mainframe. It's a strategy puzzle. It's like bare bones strategy, bare bones puzzle game. I'll show you how it works. Pretty simple. Yes, it's like the games where you collect all the points. I don't know what the term for this kind of game is, if it has a term. Why is it struggling? Do you hear the sound? It sounds like it's struggling to put the points on the board. This almost feels like we're about to play bingo. B19. Bingo. Yes, that sound won't get old. Ever. Okay, so the computer went first and picked 42, which means now I can pick anything on this row. And whenever I pick anything on this row, then they get to pick anything on the next column. So you have to think about, after I pick a number, like if I want to go for something high, like 32, they would have the option to pick 62. So do I want to do that, or do I want to try for something else? So I'll start with yes. Let's pick 32. Oh, pick 32. There we go. Now I pick it, and they picked 62. Of course they did. So it adds the score up. You can see down the bottom. And now I can pick only on the row that 62 was on, which the highest one is 51, which means their next pick, the highest one's going to be 55, I think. So I pick 51. They're most likely going to pick 55. Oh, wait. Okay, they picked they wanted me to get a lower score. Okay. So then you go on the next row, 46, and that's how you play the game. It's pseudo puzzle game, pseudo strategy game. I don't know what you'd call it. Oh, it must be. Oh, that's why it took so long, randomly generating the number. Yeah, that makes sense. What do you mean? You don't like these colors? This is what the Coco was destined to be. These colors are fantastic. I mean, they pop. Especially considered the games you play on the Atari. All those are brown muted colors. I'm just kidding. All right, so let's go this one to the top. I want to go to 63, and we'll pick up 63. So it's a tight game. I don't know what you'd call this style of game, but of all the games you could play, you can play with two people, so you don't have to play against the computer and subject yourself to most likely cheating. But of all the games you can play on a home computer, Maximum is it's something we've seen before in the past. I could consider this a bad title, but if you had someone that wanted to play with it, you could get a little bit of enjoyment out of it. But honestly, it's around the bad range of all the games you could play. That's true. There probably is a way you could poke it and make changes to it. Yes. So I'm going to go and say 1.5 stars of all the games you could play. It's all right for the time. Yeah, 1.5. Oh, 1.5 from Mark. There you go. All right. So let's see what our next game is. Uh-oh, I just made fun of the Atari, and here it is. Sorry. So here we're on the Atari home computer. This is Meteor Storm. Not to be confused with another game from 1980 called Meteor Storm. This is a totally different game. I think it was on the TRS-80, so don't confuse this one. It's a completely different one. Oh, I see Errol throwing out 2.5 with a friend. Yeah, if you had someone that wanted to play, it'd be okay. All right, so Meteor Storm. Let's take a look at the box. This is 16K exclusively for the Atari computer by Royal Software. 100% machine language, nice. 3 levels of lightning-fast arcade action. A gigantic sword from space is approaching the planet Dracon at high speed. High above the planet's surface, a rescue ship waits helplessly, unable to penetrate the intense storm of meteor debris. You and your tiny fighter ship are the last hope for the people of Dracon. The story again, mainly. The story. Does everyone see how long this is on the back of the box? Look how much text is on the back of the box. Is this really the back? Look, they're even having playing instructions here, too. You start at the docking bay of the rescue ship, maneuver your way down the city below, avoiding meteors and debris, touch down safely on one of the landing bridges. After picking up a survivor, you clear a path back up to the rescue ship and carefully dock. Sounds familiar. A transport shuttle will pick up your survivor and take them to safety. Your mission is completed when you have saved all the people of the city. Each city on Dracon has 10 survivors, and you get points for everybody, of course. Be careful of the meteors, because it's a meteor storm. If they strike the city when the shields are down, for your landing, you'll lose points. Yikes. That's true. Maybe they should have. The picture should have been where the text was. I don't know why. But it does have playing instructions. Your fighter ship has several capabilities. Your joystick moves the ship up left and right, and the trigger fires the retro thrusters to slow down. Going up, the joystick moves the ship left and right and controls the forward thrusters. The trigger button in combination with the joystick fires the lasers. And then you have 3 seconds for inviso time. You start with 3 seconds, and the Inviso gauge will show the remaining time, and the screen will flash red. Inviso. Oh, a special feature called Inviso. Maybe you're turning us invisible? And then our loading instructions. Do we have any other artwork for Meteor Storm? Besides the box, here's the ad you would have seen in magazines by Royal Software. I think this is the first one we've ever seen. Meteor Storm, only $30. Buy it with your protective dust covers. Yes. And there's the cassette for Meteor Storm. Cool. So this one was available. I have a hacked version. We're just going to pop in and the original cassette and play. This is by John Attack and L.J. Knoll. Royal Software, the beginning of August 1982. Why did they need that much explanation? I don't know. There we go. Meteor Storm. I'm so excited. All right, so how do we switch levels? There we go. Okay, select on our computer, switches the levels up. Holy cow, look at all the meteors. We'll start at level 1 and then push start. All right, let's go. Nice little ditty in the beginning. All right, here we go. All right, yep, it is. Ladies and gentlemen, we're playing another variant of Lunar Rescue. We first saw this in the arcades in November of 1979, but this one is really well done. So whenever I go down on the planet or to land and pick up a survivor, now I'm making my way up. Oh, the controls feel really good. Make our way up to the top. Get our ship. Nice. We get a little ditty. Dip, 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 dip. Nice. So you have thrusters to make it like you're playing a lunar lander variant. And then when you make it on the ground, oh, interesting. They've given us green platforms to land on. Then when we go up, it plays like a fixed shooter. The only thing with this one is I can shoot to the sides too. Oh, we have a meteor that destroyed the city because the force field. Oh, and there's my Inviso. I can turn myself invisible. And then I can go up to thrust. Wow, so yeah, a lot of controls. This plays better than the arcade of Lunar Rescue. Yeah, very, very well done. So as we're going down, all I can do is land. I got the one last platform to land on. Got it. Now, I need to get myself up out of the line of fire because I'm running the risk of the shield. The shield drops whenever I go. Now, look, it's protected. Really cool idea. And then we have this great space music playing in the background. And then someone picks up the person that you rescue. Yeah, this is the best version of Lunar Rescue we've ever played. The ability to be able to shoot different directions. You have the lunar lander segment that's well done. You have the shield over the city. Yeah, they didn't phone this in at all. This is so good. Now I feel bad for making fun of Atari. And then they do the rescue. Plane flies by, and then you go for the next round. Wow, yeah. And they have the landing platforms that go away. Down at the bottom, I can see my Inviso meter. Does it run out? Uh-oh, nope. Okay, good. They missed us. Okay, I'm already seeing some chats giving me some ratings. Yeah, definitely above average of all the games you could play on a home computer. The very best way you could play Lunar Rescue, and we've already had several, at least 10 versions of Lunar Rescue. You can always check the links down below that say all the video games we've ever played. That's actually what I use for my resource. So if you want to see like all the Lunar Rescue variants so far, you can just click right to the video. But wow, and the music, constant music playing, is so good. Yeah, there's music that sounds almost like from other games in the background. Whoa. And we died off there. Nice. And then we have to go to the top. And then you want to be able to get past this part. See, yep. I sailed past to get the force field to show up. Wow. So cool. The victory does sound very similar to Dig Dug. But once I leave the ship and I start heading down, it plays a different song. That almost sounds like Flash Gordon. I can't pin it, but yeah, this is an excellent game. Look at that, and you can use the Inviso. Whoa, so cool. So you got lots of options. You have the ability to... Wait, can I put my name in too? Oh, it does it like the arcades. You're using the Atari VCS joystick. That is awesome. I have never seen... Usually when we play it on a computer, you have to put it in on the keyboard, because you got the keyboard here. But this is inputting it just like in the arcades, the high score. So I just put in my initials like I would have as if it was in the arcades. Whoa, that's cool. Yeah, really, really cool. All right, so I want to try it on level 3. Let's go nuts and push start on this. All right, picking the side I want to drop in, nice and easy. So going down, you have no attack. All you got to do is get to the base, get a rescue in. Okay, let's blaze past this. Whoa, yeah. So you have options like using Inviso to become invisible so the meteors pass by you, but then you also have the ability to shoot left and right at the same time. Oh yeah, this is crazy fast. Yeah. Whoa. Still so much fun. Yeah, I just wanted to see how fast this thing goes. Look how well it's able to show all the different movement on the screen. Amazing. All right, so Meteor Storm is a very good version of Lunar Rescue. It also is a game that's offering variety with gameplay. It's not just a lunar lander and then a fixed shooter. It does more than that. Yeah, I'm seeing the 4 stars. Yeah, I'm thinking as well. 4 stars for Meteor Storm, very well done. I wouldn't say it's one of the best games of all the games you can play on a home computer. That's like in the realm of Choplifter. So Meteor Storm is very good, though. I love that. That's so fun. It's almost 4 stars all around. Very rarely we get consensus on that. I saw a lot of 4 stars. All right, it's time to put the video game playing on pause. It's August 1982. We're going to keep going and keep on going. Next episode, tune in. We're going to be seeing another game that you could play on your brand new Commodore 64 and a game that I think is Pac-Man on the BBC Micro. That's it for today, and like I always say, the needs of the many video games outweigh the needs of the few video games. Hey everybody, thanks for checking out the channel and joining me on my quest to play every single video game in order of release. We'll be streaming live every weekday at 9 p.m. Central, so join us and let us know if we miss any games along the way. This video would not be possible without Launchbox, RetroArch, and MAME. Tell all your friends there's some crazy guy named Chronologically Gaming trying to play every single video game. We have links down below that'll send you to places like our Discord and Patreon, and one that says all the video games we've ever played. If you go there, it's a list of everything, and you can click right to the game you want to see. Chronologically Gaming is the name to look for. We are perpetually retro, and we will catch you next time.